Oh yeah, good things are coming. On June 20th, planet of abundance and prosperity and blessings, Jupiter is stationing retrograde. So we're really going to feel the energy of Jupiter. The volume is kind of turned on up on Jupiter right now. And we're going to be feeling this actually a few days before and a few days after. But it's on June 20th at exactly 11:06 a.m. ET at 2 degrees and 11 minutes of Pisces that Jupiter will be exactly stationing retrograde in the sky. So Jupiter is going to kind of hold the space at this prominent degree in the sky, kind of igniting this degree, making it hot. And we knew we were only going to get our first foot into the door with Jupiter and Pisces, but we are really going to be feeling the energy of this transit in a very pronounced way around this station. Planetary stations are a very commanding presence. So we're just going to be kind of feeling the vibe of Jupiter very strongly against the backdrop of everything else kind of going on right now. Luckily, Jupiter is here to give us a good boost of encouragement and remind us that there are things to celebrate and there's things to be grateful for and that there's always a silver lining. The other thing that Jupiter stationing retrograde in Pisces is really going to highlight for us is this larger and broader journey that we're going to be on for the next year or so around finding deeper purpose, because Jupiter is the ruling planet of Pisces. So it's the nocturnal domicile for Jupiter. And so if Jupiter deals with expansion, it's all about inner expansion. It's soulful expansion. That's why everyone kind of associates spirituality with Pisces, is because that's what Jupiter wants to do, is to expand the inner dimension, expand the inner world. And so, yeah, not all Pisces are spiritual, but they might be creative, or they might have vivid imaginations, or there's some kind of inner dimension that's very vivid for them. Often have fantastic senses of humor because it's just, they're always kind of bantering in their own head with themselves. It's hilarious. But anyways, so yeah, I think that you could check out my Jupiter in Pisces video. I also have a Jupiter in Pisces article that I did, and that really details some of these broader strokes around this journey that we're on about self-discovery and trying to align ourselves with more soulful purpose. And so I think as Jupiter goes retrograde and inward in the already kind of inward geared sign of Pisces, it's going to accelerate that journey. And I think it's as a result of the pandemic and everything else going on, but it's just the spurring, the encouraging us to find deeper purpose. Like, the topical rituals aren't necessarily doing it for us as much anymore. It's like we have to seize life, and we have to do it in a way with exceptional meaning and connectedness. And so I think that this Jupiter station is going to bring that journey more personal and more inward, and we're going to start that inner seeking more. So this is a great time. I mean, Jupiter is going to be retrograde for a while now, but it will only be retrograde in Pisces for about another month. So we really want to take advantage of this time. If you needed to reclaim kind of a spiritual practice from your past, now is a great time to do that. This is also a time to spend more time in quiet and in contemplation, but maybe in outdoor settings, maybe traveling. Maybe this is a really great time to kind of get away, and so that you can kind of have that inner reflection from the magic that you're perceiving outward. So yeah, but right around this station, it's all about kind of highlighting some of the magic and some of the things that we need to be celebrating. And it's going to just propel us more toward creating more profound connections with the world around us. So one thing that we can really look forward to about this Jupiter station, because it's going to kind of be standing still for a few days. It's just this exact day is when it exactly turns around. But you can look forward to June 24th, when the Sun in Cancer will trine the still stationary Jupiter in Pisces. This is going to be a time that kind of accentuates the revelry and the trying to find more soulful connections amongst each other. Because remember, Sun in Cancer is all about finding our community, finding the people that feel like home, and really leveling that up. Like as we kind of reform our togetherness, we can do it in a way that's more intentional and more connected and more heart-centered. So that's something that we can look forward to on the 24th. And yeah, I hope this Jupiter retrograde is really juicy for you. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you want more astrology in your world, you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at AstroCatherine. You can also connect with me on Patreon for extended videos and bonus content.